Well, hello, America. Got some things in my mind. What are you doing? Everywhere I look, and I don't watch news. I think it's fake and bullshit. I mean, from all the pedophiles, the corruptness that's in our government has been and still is going on. And the majority of you know that's disgusting and sick. But then you think to yourself, what can little old me do about it? And I've answered that question. I've asked that question to myself many a times. What could I do to make the world a better place? And that voice deep down inside me always goes, be the change that you want to see in this world. Which, some of you may know that's a Gandhi quote. But really, this world's full of darkness as well as light. It's the world of duality, black, white, night, day, right, wrong. And my personal philosophy is making the two one. To understand fully what light is, you have to live partially, in my opinion, in the darkness. To combine the two into one. This world is so full of corrupt individuals who goal is to control the many, which they have done a really great job about it. It's all based on perception. Perception how you view the world, perception how you view our government or other governments. From these storms, which the theory of it being weather manipulation. When you talk about these things, these conspiracy things, people just think you're not. I don't care what people think. I'm not out there or out here trying to convince people of my personal beliefs or opinions. Because, belief is a very strong word. So I try to use it lightly. You need to be the light in the darkness. Everywhere you go, whether it's to a gas station, store, work, school, do your best to become the light in the darkness. From a kind gesture, from how you doing? Are you having a good day? To random strangers. You'd be surprised what little things like that can do. And step by step, more people are waking up. We're waking up as individuals. We're waking up to our souls. Because these bodies that we're dwelling in are vehicles. Temporary vehicles that our soul / spirit inhabit to experience whatever it is we're here to experience. Now, I've told some people who know me on a personal level that I see this reality as an illusion. Not to say that it's not real, it's all fake. Because the experiences that we go through in life, well, they're pretty real. But it's all temporary. It's beautiful outside today. But you think to yourself, when you go to bed at night, and you dream, if you do dream, you see images, but not with your physical eyes. You have memory of being at weird places or locations. So there's things that we all experience, but can't necessarily explain. There's definitely a lot of people out there with their opinions, and this is right and this is wrong. A lot of people are out there battling, I'm right, you're wrong. And that's just defeating the whole purpose, you see? I wear my heart on my sleeve a lot of times, In the past, I like to build it and keep it inside. Because to let people know more about me and my perception of this reality gets you to make you feel a little bit vulnerable. But really, I grew beyond that point. You know, and like, you know, people doing good deeds that record themselves, like an instant of somebody purchasing like 100 McDoubles and passing them out to homeless and having it on camera. It's like, ooh, look at me, I'm a nice person, I'm doing good. But what about the next day? And the day after that? The day after that? I don't think you should try to get recognition for the good deeds that you do, which is awesome, you know? I mean, people out there doing good things for people. But when you seek recognition for it, in my opinion, it's just, I don't really get it. You know? You don't have to have a camera or anyone around and do something nice. You know? A lot of people are fighting their own battles. Even myself. And it's a day-to-day battle. A spiritual battle. Because one day, we're all going to die. And it's not to say to scare you, but it's just a fact of reality. You know? It's not about how much time you have on this planet. It's what you do with that time. And I'm still learning my purpose here on Earth. Many of you have found it, many of you are searching, or many of you just don't give a fuck and just live your life day by day and just, you know, and do whatever you want. And that's fine. You know, you look at all these people. Next time you're on the subway or in a public place, quietly look around at everybody, you know? And you notice, you've heard this saying that we're all one, you know? Usually when people say that or start off with religious dogma, you lose people right then and there. Now, a good thing to get to people is their humor. Get their attention. You know, I want to do my part to try to help awaken in people. I'm not saying that I'm fully awakened. Doves flying around and shit. No, I'm still learning. I'm always going to keep learning. I don't claim to know everything. But I want you to know that no one's told you lately, I love you. And I grew up in the Baptist religion, you know, my family. And there's parts of it that I still retain. I believe there's truth in everything, mixed in with the perception of a man and woman. And just be good to one another. You know, at least with all these other religions, they have one thing in common as far as, you know, love yourself and love your neighbor. I mean, I'm not religious. My personal opinion, I think religion was created to control mankind, which, if you can see how you can see how that works. It's to control and keep the populace in line. Society is a good thing. Communities coming together, you know, and building stuff. Everything you see around you started from your mind, started from a thought. I'm a big believer of creating your own reality. It's not to think, ooh, I want a car, and boom, there it is. But your thoughts play a big part in this reality. It's three-dimensional reality. It plays a big part. And I want you to know that there's a lot of crazy stuff, and there has been a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. People claim the end of the world's coming September 23rd. I don't know. I don't personally believe that it's going to be the end of the world. I believe it's going to be the end of an age. A new age of awakening. And you know, more people are waking up to all the bullshit in the world. It's going to continue to happen. But then what do we do once we're awake? I'm not a believer of violent attack and violent protest, because you're feeding into their game, and it's their game. They have the platform, they have the game, and you're just a player. As soon as you're born, they slap you with that social security number. You're controlled, down the conveyor belt. There you go. Go buy stuff, meet a significant other, have a family, have kids, have a job, buy your home. You know, for some people, that's happiness to them, and good for them. But there's others, like myself, who I consider like the black sheep, the starseeds, the ones that don't fit in to society, like most people walking down that straight line. I decided to take a left turn, and along that route you meet other like-minded people who feel as though they're the black sheep, they're the star seeds, you know. I do believe we came from the stars, in a sense that our genes were genetically manipulated by whether an extraterrestrial or terrestrial race. You know, when you hear me talk about aliens, you automatically mind may go to the little green man, but there are so many different races of these beings, and many look just like us. And hopefully one day we'll be introduced by them. Now you got the hardcore religious people that, you know, are stuck on their beliefs, and anything else that conflicts their beliefs, they throw it away or blame it on Satan or tricks. Okay, you got good and evil, like I was explained to you. It's everywhere. And, you know, with the yin and the yang, you know, you got the good and the evil, you know. And I'm going to use Jesus as an example when he explained to make the two one. And once you do that, which, you know, I'm still working on that myself, I feel there will be no need for these physical bodies. We're all here for our own particular purpose, whether we remember it or not. You know, be kind to each other. I get stressed out so bad, I do some stupid stuff and later regret it because that ain't who you are. If you still have a conscience, or if you still watch a sad movie and see a tear coming down your eye, there's nothing pussy about that. It knows that you're putting yourself in that character's position and you feel. So that's a good sign that you still have your humanity part of you. You know, there's a lot of stuff orchestrated in this world by these few individuals that we elect to secure us, take care of us, handle all the big problems, so we can go to the mall and then go to the movies and eat a buttery popcorn and do everything we want to enjoy life, while everything else is going beyond the scenes. And eventually all this is going to happen more and more, like it is now. We're no longer hiding it, it's up in your face. I mean, once you learn the stuff that I've learned and still learning, it's just an ongoing thing. You know, good is winning. Good is winning because there's no darkness that can survive in any light. So once you work on turning that light on inside yourself, everywhere you go, you'll help to lighten other people, which everyone has the light. And some of you, you know, like the darkness, want to live in the darkness. Yeah, I like the dark life. You know, at one point I was like that too. Maybe sometimes I do feel that. It's almost like a drug. It's like, yeah. Stay strong. There's a lot of fear propaganda going out to keep you in a perpetual state of fear. You know, whether you see it on the news, see it in the world, with the war, with the weather, with just maybe your own personal things going on in your life. You know, fear is a choice, but danger is very real. Okay? I just want you to take a look at your life today. See what you have. And I'm sure you've heard people, well, these people have it worse. You know, I don't think it's like a level thing. Everything has to be put on the level. You know, you're a wonderful person. You're more powerful than you really think you are. And once you start to awaken into that, there's like this glow, this essence about you. You know, perhaps with the third eye chakra starting to wake up. Because what they put in our water, the fluoride and everything, is actually done purposely to dumb us down. Because the government doesn't want us asking too many questions. If you've seen some of these rallies with some of these politicians, you got people who ask these questions, they get tased and thrown out. So obviously, you know, I fought for this country. I was in Iraq. But I don't necessarily believe in war. How ironic is that? I believe in the people I fought next to. You know, I believe the Constitution and what it stood for. And you see we're losing that. You know? Don't lose you. Do not lose yourself. Do not lose that good spark of light inside of you. Because when it comes down to it, that light that's shining in you is going to reflect onto someone else, and their light shine, and it will go on and on. Because if you shine a light in a dark room, that dark disappears as long as where that light is. You work your ass off. I'm trying to turn that light on inside of you, and eventually we'll all be a bunch of lightning bugs floating around this world doing fun shit. I just wanted to do this short video, let y'all know I love you, and it's an everyday spiritual battle. You know, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. We never got to choose what bodies we are in. None of us. Some of us got lucky and end up being beautiful. But really, when it comes down to it, a beautiful person could be in a car wreck and get mangled, and then see how things quickly can change. But the soul and the spirit's eternal. You know, I'm not a religious person, but I'm a big believer in treat others the way you want to be treated. You know, I'm not doing good deeds in the hope I'll get a reward for it. I love you. It's Traveler Barnum.